Okay, hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So here you can see we have two projects. One is the office project, second is the home project. I know everyone know how to create the project, so that's why I did not mention in the video. Okay, so we have two projects. So home project and second is the office project. So I have opened the VPC network in the office network. Okay, I have to create the network now. So if you're opening the VPC like the virtual private network in the second project like in the home project, it is asking to enable the API because I'm trying to open this VPC network for the first time in this project. Okay, so I just enable the API, so it will take some time to get enabled. It's taking some time because my internet is slow from my side. Okay, so let's wait for another 30 seconds. Let me double check. Let me reopen the VPC like the VPC network again from the Google Clouds console. Still it's loading this VPC network page. Let me click on continue. I think it's not loaded successfully. Okay, let me reload the page again. I think it's enabled, but still it's not opening because due to my internet issue from my end. So let me reopen the page or refresh the page again. Because if you're opening the VPC network from the first time in that new project, so it will ask you to enable the compute engine API. Okay, so the API has been enabled. You can see I able to open the VPC network page, okay, on the new project. So now I have to create network VPC network. So let me open the create VPC network under office project. So as I'm creating the under office project, so I can give the name like office VPC, office hyphen VPC. Okay, so the subnet, like you can see, there is two type of subnet we have to create. One is the custom, second is the automatic. If you do the automatic, it will take the automatic the subnet of the IP range. So my planning is to create the customize it. Okay, if you see, I select the automatic one, it is giving the all the IP range accordingly. Okay, so let me click on the customize. So I can take one of the range, or I take the name like the office subnet. Okay, because I'm doing everything under office project now, so let me give the name like the office subnet, and everything I'm doing on the under US Central one region. Okay, but you can take up to any region accordingly as per your requirement. The IP range I can give, let me take an example like the IP range like the 192 series 192.168.1.0/24, and other steps like the whatever the parameter are remaining available, I can keep as it is. I am not changing anything. I think one subnet is sufficient. So if you want to add some more subnet, you can do it, and I can add the like the default firewall for this network, so that at least the 22 and the ICMP port can be allowed to communicate, like to take the uh, session. Okay, dynamic route mode because everything in one region. Okay, I will create both BPs in the same region, so I can take it regionally. Okay, but if you want to communicate globally, so it can communicate with any region. Okay, if you are taking the different region for the different VPC, then you can take as the global. Okay, suppose you are one VPC under US and second VPC under Europe. So in order to communicate each other, like you can take the routing as a global, not the regional, because both VPC are the different region. Okay, I think it is throwing some error because I think, let me check. I think one subnet I have already submitted, right? And the second subnet is not required. Just let me check. Huh? I think office subnet I have already entered. Anyhow, it is asking to enter the. Let me delete that. Let me delete that because I have already created one subnet. Okay, so second subnet is not required. So let me delete that. Okay, let me create. So I created one VPC under office project. Similarly, I have to create another VPC under the home project. Okay. I think it will take some time to make it up, like to create this VPC. So in the meantime, I can go to the home project. So I can create another VPC. So now I am on the home project. So let me create another VPC network. Here only I will just change the name, like I will change the network name like uh, home VPC, and the IP range I can change it. Okay, so let me take an example like the home hyphen VPC, and the subnet like the home subnet. So in the office network I have mentioned 192 series. Okay, so here also I can take the same region like the US central one, and IP4, and the IP range I can take like the 172.16.31.0 and /24. Okay, let me keep those firewall. Okay, let me create it. Dynamic routing mode, I select the regional because both VPC are on the same region. Okay, like the US central one. If both are different, then you can take as the dynamic, I mean the global one. So it seems one home VPC has been created. Also, let me check the office VPC. I think it is taking some time. It has already created, but I think it's still refreshing the page. Let me refresh it. Yeah, you can see here office VPC also created. So now office VPC as well as the home VPC both are created. So in the next session, what I'll do, we'll create the VM on the two different project. I mean the two different VPC. Okay. So thank you guys. So both VPC are connected. So we can connect it in the next session. Thank you.